has been a very challenging year for everyone, and we're no exception to that, but we've, I think, done a good job at dealing with the challenges. Town Council has been rock solid behind us to support all of our efforts. You know, with the COVID crisis, we've done everything we can think of to educate people on, you know, what they need to do to stay safe and social distances. And we spent some of the money that we could come up with to hand out masks, give masks away, educate people, just talk to them about what they needed to do. And I think it's paid off. We've been able to kind of keep running, you know, as much as possible. But it's certainly made a big difference. There's no doubt about it. But we're still experiencing a lot of growth here. Either way, we still got houses being built, and we've got restaurants coming in downtown that are going forward. One of them being the Rains on Main. We already have the Blue Heron here across from where we're sitting now. And they're still managing to hang in there and survive. It's tough on them. Our Brooklyn Pizza over here, they're still hanging in there, but all these restaurant owners are probably having the worst time, I guess, of most anybody. It's really tough business to be in right now.
Well, you didn't have your annual, the big Jubilee, which is always a huge...
Right. Yeah, exactly. We didn't have that, and that's a huge draw. Helps those guys out a whole lot, you know, when we have all that crowd come in here, which we're trying to keep crowds down right now, you know, so we're kind of doing the reverse. It hurts people a little bit, but we've canceled a lot of those events. We
Christmas
parade, Spring Jubilee. We lit the tree this year, but we didn't have an actual tree ceremony and a program because we just wanted to keep that down a little bit. We don't want to get a lot of people together in one place right now. We're just, with the spike that's going on right now across the country, we want to be as careful as possible and think about our healthcare workers and the people that are on the front lines fighting it, you know. And if you're not having a problem, you may not think about it as much, but it's a very real thing. I had a very good friend of mine passed away recently from it, and for the folks out there that don't think it's real, let me tell you, it's real, and you need to be very careful.
You talk to other mayors and how they're handling this?
Yeah, they're doing similar things. You know, some of the towns have put in mask ordinances and mandates. We stopped a little short of that. We passed a resolution. We're encouraging people to wear them. Council felt like that was the best thing to do and to just spend our efforts more in trying to educate people, because at the end of the day, the mask ordinances are very hard to enforce. And it is a deterrent, I guess, to put that in there, but I think what we've done has worked equally as well, or it appears to have worked equally as well. But you know, we don't claim to have all the answers, but we're just, you know, going along and doing it the best way we think that's possible at the time.
Well, other than COVID, it's been a long year. What are some of the highlights this year in Pendleton, the things that have happened this year?
Well, you know, we had our chief of police is leaving, so we just hired a new police chief. Robbie Crosby's his name, and he's coming in to work. He's already working, so we're excited about that, and we're hoping to continue to expand our police department, and you know, and as well as our other services. We had one of our public works directors, our public works director, not one of them, but our public works director had to leave and take another job that he had been dreaming of for years. Good guy, and we've now hired on, or we're looking at hiring one from within for that, who's doing a good job as an interim right now. And basically, we haven't really missed a beat at that, so that's going on really good. But you know, other than that, I think we're going to continue to experience a lot of growth where we're at here. You know, we just keep having people come in, and obviously you and I both know we grew up here, so you know, we know what a great place this is, and a lot of other people are finding out what a great place this is. So we've got a lot of people coming in, but our biggest thing is trying to control that growth. We don't want to get too carried away with growth. You know, there's a reason why we live in a small town. We like small towns. So we don't want to become a big city. So we want to try to maintain our small town character and our historical character as well, you know, because that's what makes us special, this green up here. And, you know, that's kind of what helps make Pendleton, Pendleton. And a lot of the growth we're experiencing is out on Highway 76 out here. So it's a little bit removed from the downtown, but it's out there, and those people are coming here, and they love this area, and we love having them here, you know. And so we're looking forward to to more of that because you know, it helps expand our tax base where we can provide better services to people. And that's kind of what we're about. We want to give them something for their money here.
Yeah, for people who don't know that, remind people how, for the first time and maybe ever, Pendleton was able to annex some land and build the town that way?
Yeah, it's hard to do in South Carolina because annexation laws in South Carolina are really tough. You can't just go out and annex somebody. They've got to want to come in, and they've also got to be contiguous to your city limits or property lines. So it's not a simple thing to get somebody to annex. But you know, we have services to offer, and that's the reason they annex, because they want our services. They want water, they want sewer, they want, you know, police protection, garbage pickup. A lot of things like that are important to a lot of these companies that move in here, and that's what's helped us bring them in. So we've been pretty successful at that. It's been a great thing for us. But other states, it's easier. If you're in North Carolina, that's how Charlotte gobbled up Mecklenburg County up there, because all they got to do is build infrastructure pretty much and bring them on in. So it's different here, different in South Carolina. But we've been really lucky, really successful. A little luck, a little just hard work too. And I can't say enough about our staff on that end. Steve Miller, our administrator, and Amber Barnes, and all of our staff up there has worked really hard to make that happen. They've done a great job at it. Yeah, great job. And the county has been very, very helpful to us to do that. They want us to be successful too. You know, Rusty Burns down there at the county, and county council, Tommy Dunn, and all those guys, you know, they've been really, really helping us do that. So I can't say enough for them as far as the help they give us to do those things. And we have a really good relationship with them. So without that, we would never be able to do what we've done, you know. And just the people we partner with all the time, you know, Tri-County Technical College, Clemson University, School District 4, you know, when they bring these big companies in here, you know, they want a trained workforce, so that helps us, you know, because this is where they want to come. If they can't get people to work in those places, they can't go anywhere, can't get anything done. So we have been very fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of folks that partner with us and help us along the way. It's a team effort all the way, and our council, as I say again, can't say enough about them. They've been very supportive of everything we try to do here.
And something you mentioned, the annexation really adds a great deal of tax base and property, but it also allows you to keep Pendleton, which really pretty much looks like it did in the 60s.
Yeah, really.
You can keep the downtown area, but the growth can come out in new areas that haven't.
Yeah, growth can come out in new areas happening. We're going to try to, you know, that's our plan to keep it that way. And we want to continue to improve the downtown. Another exciting thing we got going on here is on North Mechanic and also out west Queen Street. We're trying to, you know, improve those areas, you know, improve the roads, the infrastructure, put in, you know, nice sidewalks and just landscaping and just try to make everything better that we possibly can. And so we want to make sure that we're careful to spend our dollars all over town, not just one place. We want to improve everything here, and because we represent everybody, you know, obviously, and we've got a lot of good folks here that live here. Our citizens, they are very involved in what we do. We've got a lot of people that volunteer for things, and we couldn't do it without them either. You know, Pendleton Pride Motion, Friends of the Park, the community center over here, the Historic Foundation, you know, just to name a few. We got some great folks here that help us and think so much of this community, and we have a real sense of community here. People really get involved and really do a great job of volunteerism. So we're really thankful for that too, and I hope it stays that way.
How many people live in Pendleton now? What's the population?
This is just, you know, around about 3,500 we think right now.
We're here ending up 2020. What do you have on the agenda of coming into the new year? What do y'all have planned for next year?
Well, next year I think will be an interesting year. Hopefully this vaccine gets rolled out. We can go back to business as normal at some point. I think it'll still be quite a while. You know, it's not going to happen, you know, in a month. That's for sure. I think maybe by the end of the year, maybe things will maybe start to be back to normal a little bit. But we want to kind of continue what we're doing. We're going to continue to make these improvements all over town, and that's something that we've just, you know, continually worked at. But all of that's going to probably depend on the funding that's out there, because everybody's kind of taking a hit, and when you're in government, you know, you don't know how taxes are always going to come in and who can pay them and who can't, and you know, a lot of people are really having some hard times right now. So, you know, I think we're going to hit a little slump in the progress we've made here, but at the same time, we're still going to keep trying as hard as ever to improve everything we can. As I say, just improve our services and expand our police department, and really improve every area of town that we can.
You're adding a lot of housing too, huh?
A lot of housing, yeah. We've got a lot of housing coming in. Again, that's because people want to live here, and also some of the great things the county's been doing is bringing these businesses and industry in here. You know, Arthrex down the road, Ortec came into the city limits over here in Pendleton. And you know, I just saw on the news this morning where TTI is expanding again. So kudos to Anderson County. You know, those guys, they bringing them in, and you know, so we're just kind of in the right spot for all that. You know, we're at the right place at the right time, and again, we're a team here. If you take it from the citizens, the council, you know, everybody here, I think we work well as a team. This success is not because of any one person or anything. It's because everybody here works together and gets along, generally speaking. Well, you know, it's a place where I think everybody'd want to be from. I think it's a place where everybody'd want to be. They'd want it to be their hometown, because everybody's friendly, everybody kind of gets along. Now, you know, some people say people are nosy, but I say no. I say people care about each other. And, you know, it's nice to walk into a restaurant and where people know your name. I guess like Cheers, you know, we walk into a restaurant over here at the Blue Heron, and there's, you know people there, they know you. It's just a small town atmosphere, and people care about this place and care about you. So that's, at the end of the day, where the rubber hits the road, I think that's what it's all about. I love a small town, and that's why I don't live in a big city. I just think you lose that. You know, you don't know who lives next to you, don't care, and you know, you're just another number somewhere.